Hi everyone, Sierra here with Something Borrowed Weddings and Events. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about registering for gifts. So stay tuned. So today we're going to be talking about registering for gifts, and I put together a top 12 list for you guys of the things you should know before you and while you register for gifts. So number one is do it early. You want to make sure that you have registered for gifts before your engagement parties start, and a lot of times those engagement parties start about a month to 4 months after your proposal happens. So go ahead and just get that started. And believe me, we're going to be talking a lot about it today, so don't worry if number one doesn't really seem that detailed. Number two, do what works best for you. If you guys don't have a big space, you don't need any physical objects, you'd prefer to people to donate to charities of your choosing, that is a registry in itself. You're asking people to send any gifts that they would give you to someone else, to another company, to a charity, or you can do registry at a nursery if you want to do something for your backyard. You can do a honey fund, which there's a lot of different websites that are similar, but basically people can fund certain parts of your honeymoon instead of buying you gifts. And a lot of different options for you out there if you don't think the traditional route is for you. So just make sure you talk to your fiance about it and you talk about what you guys want to do. And so that kind of goes into number three. Talk it out and what do you expect from the registry. So Roy and I first started talking about it last week about what kind of price range we think that our gifts should be in, what is too much, what is too little. I had kind of thought about some things that were like $10-15, and he was like, that kind of seems like something silly that you would buy. So what we talked about is what our goal was, and our goal was to put together a list of things that we want for our house now that we are grown-ups that we haven't bought for ourselves yet. So these items include things that we believe that we would buy for ourselves in the future, but that we would love to get and receive them as gifts instead of buying them for ourselves. So we wouldn't ask for things that we wouldn't pay for ourselves. We wouldn't ask for anything insane, and we would ask for things that we would use. So we'll talk a little bit more about the exact things on your registry later, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that talking about it is definitely one of the top priorities. Look for perks. So we registered on Amazon because I don't know about you guys, but all of my shopping I feel like is on Amazon, and when I think about what my guests are going to do, I feel like they're going to do it on Amazon. But the other one is that Bed Bath & Beyond is where I often buy, and Target, but Bed Bath & Beyond has a little bit more broad range of things. And so you get 20% off your wedding invitations if you book with Bed Bath & Beyond. So that's a perk. Another perk was that I think if we if we referred someone and they used our name, we get $25 gift card or something like that. So those are kind of perks you want to look for before you decide on specific place. So like I just said, I'm going to say it very clearly because I talk really fast, but we registered only on Amazon and at Bed Bath & Beyond. So that goes to number 5, which is book something or make a list online and also a brick and mortar store. And that goes into number 6, which is know your guests and know what they are going to kind of expect. So for me, for the younger crowd, for friends of my age and people that are just really into buying things online and don't have a lot of time and maybe have a young family, buying things on Amazon is the route that they are going to take. So if I can provide them for something that they can do online, which actually Bed Bath & Beyond, you can buy things online too, but Amazon has Prime and it's just so much easier. But Bed Bath & Beyond is an actual store. So for the generation of my parents' generation and older that would actually go to a store, look at a registry, check out the items in the store, pick what they think works best for us, I want to make sure I have an option for them. So that's why we chose Bed Bath & Beyond as our other registry option. Now, we did not duplicate anything on either registry, which is a big thing, and we got caught almost a few times of being like, oh, did we put that on this one or this one? So just make sure you are paying attention to both. We don't have very big ones in either one, and we still are probably about a year off from our wedding. Our first engagement party's in a month, and the second one's a month after that. So I don't really care. I didn't pick a lot of things that I don't need. We only picked things that we really enjoyed. So number 7, we set aside time to do this together. We did the Amazon stuff over many nights on, Amazon whenever we had a few minutes here or there. But the Bed Bath & Beyond, we went in and made sure we had the afternoon and we had plenty of time, and it really only took us like half an hour, 45 minutes. But still, we made sure we had time to do it together, so that way there wasn't any miscommunication on what we were putting on there. But number 8 is that you can always edit. If we would have gone crazy in the store and gone home and been like, what were we thinking? We can delete, we can add on, we can modify. If you don't know the measurements of something, but you really like the way it looks, or you can't remember, do I have a queen bed or a king bed? And so you click on something, which, by the way, using the little registration guns was like the funnest thing ever. And I only let Roy do it once and he messed it up, so I got to do it the rest of the time. So number 9, which is something that I wasn't really paying attention to until we started discussing more, is stay away from seasonal and sale items, because they might not be there by the time that you get married. And if they are, they might be kind of funky, and you might be asking for something that's like $2 and it's not really like $20, or it just gets complicated. So maybe just buy that instead of putting it on your list. So number 10 is kind of a funky one. It's be patient. When we were going through this stuff, we were like, well, all these things are really cool and we want them, and we definitely would want them to build our life, but we don't need them right now. If we need them right now, we would buy them for ourselves right now. If we get these items as gifts, we wouldn't be getting them for another year. So it's not really, and I don't want to be greedy, so our lists aren't very big. It's just things that we will buy in the future, but it would be awesome if people bought them for us. Number 11 is don't forget to tell your guests. So we are going to have it up on our website when we make the website. I think for engagement parties, we'll just let people ask. If they ask us, we'll tell them we're registered, but we don't expect gifts for the engagement party, so I just want to kind of leave that there. And then the last one, which is the big one, and I was just raised this way, so this to me isn't even a tip, this is just normal etiquette, is that you write a thank you card. Like, someone went out of their way to either shop online or in person for a gift they specifically thought about that you would like or that you would enjoy, and they purchased it with their hard-earned money, and then they wrapped it all pretty, and they bought you an amazing card, and they wrote you a lovely note, and the most simple and respectful ways to write them a thank you card. And I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about the calligraphy class I took, because that's going to be a big part, I think, of my thank you cards, is that I suck at calligraphy right now, but then I'm going to be practicing more so that I can have these like really nice envelopes before my chicken scratch like thank you cards are seen by guests or by people who've bought us gifts. So way too much caffeine today. Talked your guys' ear off about registration. I promise all of my videos are not going to be this talking head format. I recorded most of the wedding I did this weekend so that I can kind of give you guys more personal videos and snippets of, how things work and how things have been happening. Our next big hurdle is going to be the engagement party, so I'll probably be shooting a video for that soon. So, again, thank you guys for listening. Like, subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns about me, my business, my fiance, our relationship, why the sky is blue, pretty much anything you want to know. I can at least try and make a guess at it. And thank you guys for watching. Bye. See you soon.